Hello you guys and welcome on back to another Rock on Game episode, and this is part 2 of our physical media, basically collage is what I'm doing. So in today's video we are going to be going over my collector's editions. I want to go ahead and start off right off the bat and say that I'm not going to be doing a deep dive into these. I'm literally just going to be showing them, explaining kind of what's in them, and then moving on. If I were to go through each and every one of these, this video would be like 2-3 hours. So basically what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm just going to show you, flip it around, show you all the sides of it, kind of give you an idea what's in it, and then move on. There are some of these that I have already covered on the channel before. I've covered the Castlevania games. I'm pretty sure I did a Slay the Princess one before. So I've covered majority of these already in videos in depth. So if you would like to go check those out, please do. But if you would like for me to do like a recheck, I can do that as well. Just let me know in the comments which ones you guys would like to see. But the ones that I have not done unboxings for, I would like to eventually do full unboxings and show you guys what comes in these things. Because there are a few that are my like top favorites that I have not shown whatsoever. So really excited to get into this, but before we do, smash that like button, comment down below, do you own any of these, what's your favorite in this set, and also subscribe so you do not miss a single video. Like I said, we are right now working on our physical media collage, if you will, basically as a way to show Sony that there are people like us out here, or out there, that love physical media, and that if you take that away from us, it's going to be a pretty big deal. I know a lot of people like digital. I know digital is like the new norm, but there are people, including myself, that love physical media, and you're basically giving up another, another gamer, if you will. When you take away physical games, you're taking away from people that really enjoy it. So I don't want to get too into that, because that was the very first video. That was the intro portion of this collage, this series. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say that there are a few collector's editions, I would say limited editions, that I did not include in these, because I'm going to be doing a full physical media video game collection in depth. And also some of them basically are like, they just have like a steelbook and like stickers, or they have like the game and then some pins. Like those that only have like maybe one item with them, I didn't really include, because once again, if I included those, this video would be like 2-3 hours long. So basically, when I say collector's editions, I mean big box sets. I mean things that include posters, stickers, pins, little statues, figures, just all sorts of stuff. Big collector's editions, not like super tiny, like you can't even tell. These right here, specifically this one right here, I gave it a pass, but I'll get into that when we get into that. But that one I gave a pass, because it kind of is a collector's edition. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. If you're looking for certain things, you probably won't find it in this video, but you will probably have to watch the collection video to see those. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start off with, let's go ahead and start off actually with the smaller-esque ones. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going to go ahead and rip it off. Baldur's Gate 3. So I have not played Baldur's Gate 3 yet, and I know. That's another disclaimer about this video. Some of these I have not played yet, and there are some that I have played a little bit of. This is one of those that I have not played yet, but I am so excited to jump into. I am really excited to get into it. But also, this is a very limited collector's edition. This is one that if you can find for a reasonable price on eBay, you've got yourself made. This also is not the only limited collector's edition. They made one with the Mind Flayer pretty much all over it, and I think it's a bigger box. But this one was pretty limited from what I'm gathering, and the only way to get it was, I mean, if you pre-ordered it whenever it first came out, but it was a very limited run on these. So, really excited to own this in my collection. The box looks like a book, and this thing is filled to the brim with collectibles. You got a poster, stickers, patches, a physical soundtrack, which I'm a big fan of physical soundtracks. And you get the game. So, and then you also get the deluxe DLC as well. So you get a lot of really cool stuff in this edition. So if you're a big Baldur's Gate fan, maybe you can find this one for a decent price, but I really love this edition. And I just added this to my collection not too long ago, actually. I think at the beginning of the year, if I am not mistaken. So, next up, we've got Corpse Party. Now, I have talked about this one, I do believe. I've talked about this one on the channel before, not too long ago. This one I do not have the game for. I've not played the game, I've always wanted to. Love the Corpse Party manga series. Sorry about that. But this one does not have the game. I got this from my sister, and she let her friend borrow the game, and then she never got it back. So basically I have a collector's edition without the game. It has the case, it has the soundtrack, and it has the little figures. And I do believe there's like maybe a poster of some sorts, but I do know it has the little figures, and it does have the soundtrack and the case. It just does not have the game. So, kind of bummed about that, but it is a-okay. So yes, that is the only two that are included, is the soundtrack and the figures, but I still count it as a collector's edition because it does include the figures and a physical soundtrack. So, there's that one. Next up, we've got Soul Reaver. This one I have not played as well. You're gonna kind of catch on the drift. So basically, what I do with some of these collector's editions is if I'm looking to get into a series and I don't want to go out and buy individual games, I try to get collector's editions that have like multiple games in one, and this is one of those games. First off, this is a remastered, so that's phenomenal. I don't have to play it on older gen consoles with the tinky controls, but I don't think that these had tinky controls to begin with, not for sure, but really excited to play this one. I did watch the trailer for it, and I got this whenever it first released. So this one comes with the art book, steelbook, soundtrack, physical soundtrack, and it comes with both the first and the second Soul Reaver games, Legacy of Kain. So, really cool edition. Like I said, really excited to get into it. I've not played it yet, but it is definitely on my backlog of games to play. So, whenever I do finally get into it, I will let you guys know what I thought about it. So, there's that one. Next one is a very, very recent pickup, and that is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. This one came out like a couple of months ago, but it's still very recent. This is the deluxe edition that comes with like a whole bunch of stuff. This one comes with like multiple games. I think it's like 1 through 4, and then it like comes with like 3, 4, 5 other games. And then it comes with like little standees. It comes with steelbook, magnet, arcade cabinet cards, mini marquees, arcade flyers, lenticular card, and a poster. So this thing is filled to the brim as well. And you wouldn't think so with how slim this is, but it, like I said, it is packed cram full of stuff. So really cool addition. Glad to have that. I do love Mortal Kombat. I have played the Mortal Kombat games, so that one is definitely one that should have been added. Final Fantasy 16 Deluxe Edition, complete in box. Bought this one, covered it when I did my big like Final Fantasy haul. Basically, I went and I bought all the Final Fantasy games 1 through 16. And whenever I saw this one, I was like, I might as well pay the $60 and just go ahead and snag the deluxe edition. At the time, I had played the first 2 Final Fantasies, really loved them, and so I thought this wasn't too bad of a purchase. Now, the thing that sucks about this, though, is that the game store that I bought this from slapped a sticker on there, and it is on there, so I'm going to have to do the old hairdryer trick, but this one is pretty cool. It comes with a special Clive Rossfield steelbook case, and it comes with a cloth world map of... I'm not even going to butcher that name. But yes, this does come with a steelbook and a cloth map. I know this shouldn't be a collector's edition. Well, it shouldn't be included in the collector's edition video, but since it has a steelbook and the cloth map, I thought that was good enough. Now, if it would have came with like a regular case in the cloth map, I'd have probably skipped, but I think since it does have deluxe edition on there, I think it definitely does count. So next up is, one that I've always wanted to add to my collection and just not had a chance to. It's also a game that I've always wanted to play for myself. I've watched plenty of videos on it. This one needs no introduction. Everybody knows Undertale. If you're in the gaming community, you know Undertale. Always wanted to play this for myself and never got a chance to, so the fact that I was able to pick this up for a reasonable price was really good. This is obviously the collector's edition. The locket doubles down as a music box. This comes with the physical soundtrack, it comes with the game, and I believe that's it. I think a big chunk of this box is just the locket. So, really cool edition. I'm going to try to throw some pictures up on the screen as I talk about these, but for the most part, you can find multiple videos out there that cover like some of these, if not most of these. So, really excited to add that in the collection. The next one we got here is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Now, I did talk about this in a recent haul video because I literally just picked this up last week. And I said in that video that I did not know if this was the sequel or the first one. And kind of find this is a sequel. So, I will have to go back and get the first one. I Am 8-Bit just did a collector's edition for the first game, and it is already sold out completely, and it is very expensive on Amazon. So, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to buy the game by itself for the first one. But the sequel collector's edition is really nice. I only paid like $30 for this, and it comes with a steelbook case, the game disc, art book, Piano Collections Music CD, which is a physical soundtrack, and then original soundtrack music MP3 download. So it comes with a downloadable code for the soundtrack. So this is a really cool edition. I'm pretty sure I've already reviewed this one. If not, like I said, I'll throw some pictures on the screen, and hopefully you guys can try to pick this one up for yourself. Alrighty, next up we are going to dive into my horror movie tie-in collector's editions. Big horror movie fan, don't know how you could tell. I know that's getting old, but but I really love these editions, and I'm so glad that I was able to basically secure my copy of the Halloween collector's edition for PS5, because that one is already sold out on Best Buy, GameStop, and the storefront, so it is completely sold out. And I also pre-ordered the Hellraiser, which comes out in October as well. So, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, big Killer Clowns fan. I don't really have anything back here Killer Clowns related, but I definitely have like a bunch of Killer Clown stuff. It is one of my favorite like campy horror movies, so whenever I found this at GameStop, I had to go ahead and snag it. I did not pre-order this one. This is one that I ended up having to get pre-owned, but the code still worked, and this one comes with the steelbook, the poster, and all of the deluxe in-game bonuses, so really cool to own this, and it also looks like a VHS. So, definitely a really cool addition to add to the collection. Alrighty, and we are back, you guys. Sorry about that. So I threw myself off. Okay. So the next game we got, I know I for sure have done an unboxing of this because this was one of my favorite collector's editions of last year. I think it was either last year or this year. The Terrifier, the arcade game. This one definitely comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with physical soundtrack, it comes with the game, a barf bag, it comes with posters, stickers, pins, an art book. I mean, this thing is completely covered, and it is a really good collector's edition to have in my collection. So, next up, this is another one I know for sure that I've done on the channel, the Halloween Retro Realms, basically arcade cabinet edition, because there was this one, and then there was the one that I showed you guys when I unboxed this one, the one that just came with the Michael plushie and the game itself. This one comes with a whole lot more. Once again, there will be a picture on the screen, but this one comes with like steelbook, an arcade coin, it comes with poster, a lithograph, it comes with the plushie but in a bigger form. I mean, this thing is definitely loaded. So if you're a Halloween fan, that will be for you. Now, this one is one of my very first collector's editions. I have had this one through one move, and yeah, I've had this one for a very long time, and this is like one of my first collector's editions. This was the first one that I saw and was like, I kind of want to get that, but at the time I wasn't really for sure, and then I bit the bullet and I got it, and that is the Evil Dead the Game collector's edition. Now this one's insane. This one is crazy, because with this one, you not only get a soundtrack, you get it on vinyl. So you get a vinyl soundtrack, you get a steelbook, you get a poster, you get a t-shirt, and you get a hardback, a hardcover version of the art book. So that thing is completely loaded. If you would like for me to do a in-depth video, I definitely will. The shirt's still in there, the vinyl I opened and I listened to, and the steelbook is sitting on my shelf to be played. So really glad to add that one to the collection as well. Alright, so we're gonna move this stuff out of the way, and we're gonna get into the big box sets. These are the crazy, like completely loaded. Those were kind of loaded. A few of those were like, you know, run of the mill stuff. These are crazy. These I can fit on my shelf. These I had to put on my TV stand. So the first one, I know for sure that I've done a review on this because I kind of complained about it, and now that I'm looking at this box, I should have sent it back, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is way past its return window, but that is Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut Collector's Edition. Now, not to say that this Collector's Edition it's not good. It is. It is a really good Collector's Edition. One, I've not played the game. I was really excited to play this, so that's why I bought the Collector's Edition. It looked really good. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. But this thing is intense. This thing is crazy. So on the back of that, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you get a whole bunch of stuff. Well, it's not going to focus today. Of course it's not, whenever I'm, trying to, like, time everything. So, as you saw with that, it comes with the physical game, a little acrylic standee, a keychain, a 7-inch statue, which is a really cool statue, by the way, a metal bookmark, a soundtrack download code, so unfortunately it's not a physical soundtrack. A lenticular mirror, a 7-arm enamel pin, and then a mirror sticker sheet. So this is a really cool edition. I have unboxed this. I thought it was a pretty cool edition at the time, and I still think that this is a pretty cool edition. If you're a fan of the game, you'll definitely want this. The only reason I complained about it is because there was a lot of dings and a lot of dents. As you can tell on the bottom, that's pretty much encaved in, and then this right here is pretty much like it's yeah. So other than those flaws with the box, this thing is really nice. It's a really cool edition, and I would recommend it for fans of this game. So there's that one. This one was pretty cool. I was not expecting this one. I will admit this. So I really wanted to play Psychonauts, and I just didn't know where to start, and so I was gonna get the PS2 version, but I couldn't find the PS2 version, so I was like, well, what the heck? So after looking around for a while, I finally found this one, and I picked it up from my local game store. It wasn't that crazy of a price. Everything, it was complete in box. Even the games were still in the plastic wrap. Obviously, I took them out. And yes, I said games. So this one was complete in box for $100. It was not that crazy of a price tag for me because I was like, I've always wanted to play Psychonauts, and this was a good chance to finally do that. So with this one, you get a poster, you get a sticker sheet. I don't think this one came with the soundtrack. Let me do just a very quick. It came with pins. It came with multiple posters. I think it was like 2 posters. Which are really hard to get out of the box. It comes with a digital download of the soundtrack. It comes with a lithograph art print. And then the thing that's cool of this one is it not only comes with the second game, which it shows on the box, Psychonauts 2. It didn't only just come with the second game, it also come with the first game for PS4. So this was a perfect way, and this was another one of those things where it was like, a lot of people would look at me and go, well, Rockin' Gamer, why are you spending a lot of money on these collector's editions and not playing the games first? Like, what if you buy these things and you don't like them? I get that, but for collector's editions like this, where I have been wanting to play certain games, and the only way that I could really find it was through this collector's edition, makes it honestly worth it. I did eventually end up playing Psychonauts 1 for the PS4. I have not played the second one yet, but honestly, I really enjoyed the first game, so even just enjoying the first game, I think it made it well worth the $100 for the set. And so I'm really excited to play the second one. Like I said, I've not played it yet, but I have played the first one. I thought it was pretty cool. Very psychedelic, which I think that was kind of what they were aiming for, but really cool collector's edition. I think if you enjoyed the games, you should definitely add that to your collection. Let me move my water bottle out of the way here. All right. So these next ones, well, let me do all 3 of these together. But let me go ahead and knock this one out of the way. So I bought this one for the Switch. I was really wanting the PS5 version of this, and I think eventually what I might end up doing is I might end up, I don't know. I still kind of want the PS5 version because I really enjoyed this game. I honestly think it was one of my favorites out of the series. And I know I'm going to sound like a poser saying that, but we've got the Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex Collector's Edition for the Switch. One of the reasons that I got this one for the Switch and not the PS5 right off the bat is because, one, it was really hard to find the PS5 version at the time. And then 2, I've really got to dust these off. And 2, I really enjoyed the game so much that I kind of wanted to play it on the go. And so I bought this with the intentions of playing it every time that, playing certain sections each time that I left the house. Went on vacation, went on trips and stuff. And then I ended up just completely forgetting about it. And so I have not played the Switch version, but I did play the PS5 version because I have the standard edition for the PS5. And I really enjoyed this game. I think it was really fun. Yes, it was very glitchy. Yes, it was very laggy when it first came out. But when I finally got around to playing it, I thought it was a pretty good game. So, really excited to add this to my collection. This does come with a lot of things. It comes with an exclusive little figure. Well, here you go. You can see the back of it. There you go. It comes with a steelbook, sticker sheet, the game, a little magnet, the exclusive Vanessa figure. It comes with a Sun and Moon plushie, which are my favorite characters out of this game. And then it comes with a pin set. So, really cool addition. And then I think is that the still? Yes, that's the steelbook. I was gonna say I think that's the poster, but no, that's just the steelbook. But yeah, this is a really cool addition. I mean, it's not like completely loaded, but it's got some good stuff in there. So, the Sun and Moon plushie is exclusive to this, and then the Vanny figure. I said Vanessa. I mean, it's the same person, but spoilers. Vanny figure is also exclusive to this set. So, really cool to have that. Like I said, wish I would have got the PS5 version, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to cover these three, which I have covered on the channel before. And then as soon as I cover these three, I'm going to show you guys my favorite collector's edition that I own to date. Nothing has topped this one, and it was my second collector's edition out of this set. Obviously, like I said, the Evil Dead game was my first one. This one was my second one, and I love this thing to death. I think it is the coolest thing ever. So, the first we'll go over the Castlevanias. Like I said, I've already covered these on the channel before. We have the Castlevania Requiem. Really pretty, really gorgeous collector's edition. This thing is loaded as well. I'll try to show you guys what it says, but when I first reviewed this, it was really hard to show it off on camera. So, I'll just read it off to you guys, but it comes with a physical game, a premium outer box featuring beautiful art from Kojima, Ayami Kojima, Save Point Coffin Box, double-sided Castlevania Requiem cover sheet, Castlevania Requiem soundtrack selection CD, reversible 18x24 poster, classic silver box featuring art from original Konami box artist Tom DuBois, Castlevania Requiem steelbook, Vampire Killer chain pin, 5-inch Alucard's sword and shields replica, individually numbered certificate of authenticity. I've already done an unboxing of this thing. It was my lowest rated one just because of certain features. If you want to check those out, watch the unboxing because I have done one for this one. But this one was on my lowest one. It is gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it's packed. But the quality is kind of on the side. So, really excited to own that in my collection. The only Castlevania that I have played so far is the very first one. Obviously, I got near the end and got stuck, and I was like, "Fuck!" So, I've kind of taken a break just because I didn't want to like break anything. I didn't want to rage quit. So I ended up just being like, "Ew." So, really excited to get back into it though. This Halloween, I'm gonna jump back into it because I mean it's a spooky game. So. Next up, we've got Castlevania Anniversary Collection. This was, I think, my number 1 rated out of the Castlevania series. We've got, well, we got the lights, and we got the sound coming from the Shadow Box, which is part of this collector's edition. This comes with a bunch of games, as shown on the back there. 2, 4, 6, 8 games. And this thing is also loaded as well. I can't really tell you guys because there's nothing like description wise, but I've already done a unboxing of this one as well. This was my number 1 rated, and I think this is a pretty cool box set. I think if you're a Castlevania fan, or even if you're just getting started, this is a really good collection to own. They do have the Anniversary Collection in Standard Edition, so if you just want to buy the games and you don't want all the little goodies, you can do that as well. I like the goodies, I like the soundtracks, I like the little enamel pins and stuff, so really excited to own that one and add it to my collection. Sorry, I'm getting really out of breath. I'm like running through it really quick. Next up was kind of middle of the run. This one was my second rated one. I am missing... I'm missing one of them, and I can't remember which one it is, but this is the Dominus Collection. This one also has a shadow box. It does not have a button to light up or anything. This one has the 4 games, but this one is loaded as well. There you go. You can take a screenshot and be able to read it later. But I've already did an unboxing of all 3 of these Castlevanias. If you want to go check those out, please do. I will try to add them to the physical media collage that I'm doing. But if not, definitely go try to find those videos. They're worth it. I think they're cool unboxings. This one has just a bunch of stuff. It has a soundtrack, a light up thing, posters, keychains. It has a bunch of stuff. So, as you saw on the back of the box, it's like, it's covered in stuff. So, so definitely check that out if you are a Castlevania fan. And then last but not least, this is my favorite collector's edition. This is one that I have owned from the very beginning. Not as soon as it released, kind of a little bit after it released. I got this secondhand through one of my local game stores. It was reasonably priced, and it's when I first started my job, and I was like, I have adult money, so why not? Really love the Scott Pilgrim, which, there you go. Really love the Scott Pilgrim universe. I loved the live-action film. I have the collector's edition of the manga set. So big Scott Pilgrim fan. It's one of my guilty pleasures, that is not horror related. But really cool soundtrack, really cool just everything. They also announced just recently that the pre-orders for the Netflix series, is getting a physical release on Blu-ray. So, if you're like me and you wait until physical comes around, we are getting a physical release of the Netflix show. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. This is my number 1 favorite collector's edition that I own. This is the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game complete edition. This thing is insane. I am going to be doing a solo unboxing for this one for sure, because I know for a fact I have not covered this one yet. Because this was in my era where I was recording stuff on my PS4, and I didn't have the the capacity to like unbox this thing. You know what? No, let me recheck, because I'm pretty sure I did. But if not, I will definitely do an updated version of this, because this thing is insane. Not only does it come in a box, it comes in as you saw me holding, it comes in a suitcase. And when I say suitcase, I mean this thing literally comes in a suitcase. This is what it looks like. And you look at this, you would look at this and you would be like, oh, well, that's not, like, it's not real. It's paper. No, this thing, it's real. There's real screws. This is like, I mean, it's fake leather, but like, it's a leathery material. There's screws. There's actual latches. These are not 3D printed. These are actual latches. Sorry about that. But no, like, this thing's a really cool addition. This is one of my, like I said, number 1 favorite. if I had to keep one in my collection and get rid of the rest, it'd be a tough choice because I really like my horror movie tie-in, my asymmetrical horror movie ones. I like my Baldur's Gate. I love my Castlevanias, and then see that's the thing too. I get the collector's editions for the ones that I like really like. If I see collector's edition and it does not strike happiness into me, I don't get it. I just get the base game and call it good. But if I had to give up all of them and keep just one, it would more than likely be this one. I don't know how much this thing ranges for on eBay, but I do know that this one is a, I believe it's an out-of-print one. You could probably find it. Maybe Limited Run will do like a reprint of it or something. But this thing I know for a fact is like, it's pretty hard to find. I think I've only seen it one other time, and I don't even think that one was complete. This one is complete. It was in box, it was wrapped, it was like, everything in this was in this. So this is a really cool one to add, and I think it also comes with, I want to say it comes with not just the soundtrack, but it also comes on CD, but it also comes with a cassette as well. So, and then it comes with drumsticks, it comes with art book, it comes with a little pin, trading cards, I believe. Like this thing's insane. Like it is actually insane that they came up with such a cool collector's edition. And I'm hoping the collector's editions that I'm getting this year, the Hellraiser, the Gears of War, and the Halloween game, I'm really hoping that those collector's editions are pretty cool, but I don't think any of them, I don't think any collector's edition is ever going to top this Scott Pilgrim one. Just the amount of detail that they put into this collector's edition is just, I know I keep saying it, but like it is genuinely insane that they came up with something so cool. So it looks like there is a little bit of wear, but honestly, it's just because I've had it so long. I've had this one, like I said, since the very beginning. So this one is my pride and joy, if you will. So yeah, that is my. Let me go ahead and pop this back on there. So that is my collector's editions that I own as of recent. Like I said earlier in the video, I do own some that have like maybe one or two things in them that could probably qualify. Like the Back 4 Blood, it has the standard game and then it has like a deck of cards. I didn't see the point in showing that off because I mean it's just a deck of cards, but you will get to see everything. You will get to see every little game that I own when I do the big collection video. This one was just collector's editions. That one is going to be from A all the way to Z. So really excited for that. I've got a whole shelf right here to the right of me. And then this one right here, top is the Switch games, and then that and down is PlayStation, very bottom is Xbox. So really excited to show those games off. Quite a bit of them I have played, but it's been a while. But a lot of them I have on my backlog. So I'm really excited to show you guys those because there's quite a bit that I want to go into depth with, that I want to talk about in depth with. But for the most part, that's it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, smash that like button, comment down below. Do you own these collector's editions? And what is your favorite? What is your favorite collector's edition that you own, or one that you would like to own but you don't have? I think if I had to give up every single one of them and get one, it's for a game that I don't own or I've never played. But the shoot. I'll throw a video up, or I'll throw a picture up whenever I do this video, but this is the one that I really want. It's like the Wukong. Yeah, it's Black Wukong. And it's the like big limited edition collector's edition that I think was like, it goes for well over $1,000, and that thing is huge. There's like, I think there's like a ring in it. There was gosh, what else was in that? It was crazy. It's crazy. And then it actually comes with like this like statue. Like this thing is huge. So like I said, I'll put a picture up on the screen, show you guys that. But if I had to give up all of these and get one, that would probably be it. Even though I've not played Wukong yet, it looks like a game that I'd be interested in. So therefore, it's kind of one of those that I would honestly, I would do it. I'd probably do it and then regret it, but honestly, I would do it. So, comment down below what's your favorite in this collection, but also what's your favorite that you have seen. Do you own any collector's edition? What's your favorite? And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a video, because this is part 2 of our physical media, basically, collage that I'm doing. So really excited to get into some of the other things. We're going to do vinyls, CDs. I'm going to do my video games. So really excited to show you guys those things as well. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, rock on.